Is it me or is rap music just getting weird?
Back in the route with this smooth position to flow. Sticky squeeze for show like it's 94. So fuck your style. I'll rip in these beats wild. I'm making it with the pen like a lightning bolt. Striker through the whip. I never gon' represent. Why just so hesitating? Has in my pocket what is that is linked. And I'll sing it again. Trying to stack money to the ceiling to see and see the enemy's grin. Sock them in the chin. But I'm all about peace. Unless you fuck with me, then you gonna see possibly the most ruthless motherfucker to walk on screen. No conspiracy. You don't be doing me. I'll give you, but you don't listen. Proceed with the flow. I'm back in it with the composition. I give you with the presence of greatness. You listen. Fuck this industry. Thinking the mouth is division. So what you want? What you want for this life? You better strive, better look to the skies, get up and rise. Yeah. On a mission for greatness. On a mission for greatness. Yeah. Let it ride out. Wheels turning, life learning, keep burning. That's for certain. Flagging down the fire, but we feeling so good. I'm cool, surface up and you see what's good. What's good? Yeah. What's good? Wheels turning, life learning, keep burning. That's for certain. Flagging down the fire, but we feeling so good. I'm cool, surface up and you see what's good. What's good? Yeah. What's good? Wheels turning, life learning, keep burning. That's for certain. Flagging down the fire, but we feeling so good. I'm cool, surface up and you see what's good. What's next? The concept will stay fresh. To end off or pretend, demolish the enemy with pen. The only weapon I went encrypted and intercepted. I was fucking with bitch with protection, the ever essence. Manifesting these blessings. Then I seek on my future, the will connect to the temple forever. Man, the hooter. Fuck that with the gas, never using common sense. Very particular with the shit that I write. Is written words, be the reason your mentality so high. So take a step back, you don't wanna miss that. Tryna stack, but then for the crumbs on the get back. Tryna relax it and act with facts. But these motherfuckers niggas so I realize all the many raps. So I just take it in stride and let the rest fall behind. Good bitches equal decide if you guys wanna die. So put your reason to hide, compile, we should feel with genocide. So close your eyes to the needy to part of the world. So this moment to target up on my back. Yeah. What's next? The concept is taking fresh. What's next? The concept is taking fresh. The end off with pretend. Wheels turning, life learning, keep burning. That's for certain. Flagging down the fire, but we feeling so good. I'm cool, surface up and you see what's good. What's good? Yeah. What's good? Wheels turning, life learning, keep burning. That's for certain. Flagging down the fire, but we feeling so good. I'm cool, surface up and you see what's good. What's good? Yeah. What's good? Wheels turning, life learning, keep burning. That's for certain. Flagging down the fire, but we feeling so good. I'm cool, surface up and you see what's good.
Do it. You know what it is. Oside Lens in the building. Aaron the poet. He's the truth. Y'all know what it is. Vista, North County, all day. Come on. Yeah. Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, everyone, welcome to the SD Podcast, brought to you by Kickin' Labs. Of course, if you're new to this platform right here, make sure to like, subscribe, on the YouTube, follow on the Instagram, and of course, hit that bell icon to get the notifications when we go live on all these platforms. My name is Victor V, joined by my brother and co-host Smoke Dog.
Oh.
This episode is being broadcasted and brought to you live from beautiful North County, San Diego. And man, we're just gonna get straight into it. We've got a lot of sports to cover, obviously a lot of Padre talk. We got the raffle that we gotta tap into, some basketball maybe, we'll see. But for sure, we got some boxing, we got some soccer, and you know what? I was gonna let the time handle and surprise you guys, but we're bringing back the ASMR. We're gonna open up some Topps baseball cards for you guys, and yeah, let's get it cracking. Smoke, how you doing, bro?
Good, man. I'm doing good. Everybody's like they're jumping on the are we supposed to hate Jackson Merrill now because he had 2 bad games? Hell no, you guys are tripping. You know, Robert Suarez, had 1 bad outing, and everybody's like, oh man, he's not our closer. Did you hear what the manager said about Bobby Fastball?
I did, dude. He's like, oh, sometimes you just gotta show that you're human or prove that you're human, something
dude.
like that.
Yeah,
hard.
I love it, man. So I think I love this team. I'm not worried about none of those mistakes. They are human, and we're not gonna win every single game. But man, how about that Tatis walk-off? It surprised me that was his first time having a walk-off home run.
Home run, yeah, but he's had 2 walk-offs before, which
So that's only his third of his career,
yes.
and he's already in the 50-50 club, right? Or is it the 100-100 club?
No, he's in the might be 100 career wise.
Career, yeah, I'm thinking career.
Because 100 stolen bases, 100 home runs.
Yes.
But that shit was crazy because I didn't know that it was his first home run walk off because I was lucky enough to be there at one of his walk off games. It was a City Connect game. I remember it pretty well last season, and then last season he also had his first walk off victory game. So only 3 in a span of maybe a season. I mean, you could dissect it and call it 2 seasons, but in reality, it's only been just a few months apart. So, I mean, Tatis, dude, he came in clutch. Everybody got jumbo jacks. It was great.
Throw some cheese on that bitch.
You know it, Smoke.
Jumbo
And
eggs.
honestly, yeah, dude, I'm not necessarily gonna jump in the hate train because, these guys are human, bro. They have lives outside. You don't know what Suarez was going to or what's going through that whole entire day. Maybe he just had a shitty day and just couldn't work it out. Maybe his release point was not as on point as he would like it to be. The one thing that was irritating, and I'll give everybody that, was the walks, dude. Him walking those batters in, it stung, dude. And then the young buck, dude, I think Jacob, right? Jacob is the one that followed him up and
Jacob.
giving up the grand slam. Bro, that hurt. But these boys bounced back, man. They played a great fucking baseball game that day. It wasn't on them. It was a little bit on the bullpen, on the pitching. But you saw it, man. The rest of the series, they came in just cylinders firing in all directions. Bogey yesterday got that 3-run homer, which was spectacular, dude. And even the previous day, like you said, Tatis walking it off. It was, man, it was awesome. And it was probably one of the few American League teams that we've been able to beat because it's been rough out here, dude, especially with the American teams.
Yeah, even when it comes down to the wire, they just seem to have our ticket this year. But not of this series. So I'm super happy that we're turning that around. Man, sometimes you need a loss to get stronger, and that loss hurt, and so I think everybody got better from it. It's really cool to see Robert Suarez come back out the very next day. Like, let's go,
Oh, dude, he was ready, and he knew he messed up. And again, it was maybe his release, maybe he was a little over cocky. I don't know, bro, but sometimes your mechanics fail, and he figured that out, and he brought in his true A game the following day. But you know what? I do want to move over to the series before that. So shout out to all the mothers out there again. Hope you had a great Mother's Day weekend.
Happy Mother's Day.
But man, that Rocky series, dude. Kolek shutting him out. What was it? 21-0.
21-0. I think of the most points in Padres history.
Well, in the shutout,
Yeah.
yes, dude. That's
shutout.
insane. Because I remember just a few years back, I think it might have been 2022. watching the Padres versus the Nationals. I think it was like 24 to something. I don't
20, I think it
remember.
was 23 or something. Yeah. I mean,
It was like 24 to like 7 or something like that. But just seeing 24 runs, dude, and I was like, dude, can these guys keep on going? And they were going and going, dude. It was nuts. I was at American Junkie in Carlsbad. It was great, dude. I had a phenomenal time.
those are fun games. They're kind of like save some of the runs for the next game. You know, those type of games. But no, it was fun. That's really cool. Bud Black got fired because of it, so sorry about that, buddy.
Yeah, sorry, Bud Black. You had the Padres number forever, but you know the one year you didn't. They're like, all right, get the hell out of here. And
Man.
crazy thing is, dude, previous week when they shut out and swept the Pirates,
Yeah.
that manager got fired too.
Oh,
Crazy.
man. You get swept by the Padres, you get fired. So you definitely don't want to do that. So.
Hey, dude, these Padres, they're out here killing teams, killing managers, man. So better watch out,
Better not pout.
dude. It's
Oh, I thought you were gonna say better not cry. Aw.
yeah, I was kind of going with like the whole
Dang it.
Christmas thing, dude. But it's barely like not even July, so it's not. You
Yeah,
can't even.
maybe
yeah.
it'll work in July. I'll try it again.
Man, but man, these Padres, they're definitely coming together, man. Bringing back all these players from injuries are definitely starting to show the improvements, the way that they're adjusting in the field. And now we're just waiting for one more arm, dude. Yu Darvish
I
is
saw
right
some
around
footy.
the corner.
He was working a workout with El Paso.
El
so,
Paso, dude.
yeah,
I
saw
think
some
he
footage.
had like about 60 pitches. I think one home run at the beginning of the
4
inning.
innings, 2 hits, and 2 runs earned.
Yeah, man. One of them was through a home run or some shit like that.
Son of a-
So it's okay. You know, it's Darby.
well, there's
you-
also some bad news about the Padres.
bring it.
The injuries. Did you hear about Johnny Brito?
Okay, well, I thought you were gonna say Salas, but bring in Brito.
Yeah, both. But yeah, so Johnny Brito, man, he's surgery. He's out till the middle of next season. I don't really know what it is. I think it's something in his elbow. He has to get surgery for, so we're not gonna have Brito in the minors or the majors till mid next season. Hopefully he's still a Padre, and hopefully he recovers well, man.
Yeah,
Wish him
hopefully he
the
does
best.
recover because he's an important piece. He's somebody that I think came through the Yankees trade
Yeah,
for Soto.
he did pretty well with us when he was,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the rotation.
I mean, he wasn't no Morejon, but he was still a pretty dependable arm.
Yeah,
I like his stuff, dude. And you know, and a couple episodes ago, I mentioned his name because I was expecting him to come back. So it's a little sad news that he's not going to be returning to the team and that he has to go and undergo surgery, which it's tough for any player, man. I mean, we just saw that accident with the Yankees. Like, man,
Oh.
prayers go out to that dude, man, because that could be a career-ending injury right there. So hopefully everything goes well, and hopefully he could do the rehab and come back to his team because you don't wish any injury like that upon anybody.
Nah, yeah. Yankee, Brito, wish you guys the best. Also, Ethan Salas, he's out. I'm sure you know. You want to tell them why Ethan Salas is out?
Well, I read the article. I kind of skimmed through it, to be honest. I know he's out not for a long time. It's more like a muscle strain. So he will be back into the squad probably within the month. But they're just giving him time, you know. Plus, he's basically the project of the Padres at this point. Him and DeVries, like you gotta.
DeVries is doing. Actually, he had a little slump right now too. but-
Yeah, you gotta take care of both of these boys because they're the future of the Padres, man. So like, yeah, you want to see them play whether it's at Lake Elsinore or with the Chihuahuas. Like, yes and no. Like, you gotta give them time to recoup. They still got a long way to go before they could even attempt to make it to the majors. Like, both these boys are probably gonna end up having at least one more season in the minors. Like, the only one that's somewhat closer to making it to the majors is probably DeVries, to be honest.
I mean, shit. Look what Merrill did in the spring training, and now he had a chance last season. You know what I mean? It depends on what they do in the spring training to actually get a real shot. You know,
yeah, and
Campy's gone now, right?
no, he's back in the minors. He was actually
Yeah, I'm saying
catching
he's
for
not on the
Darvish.
majors, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, he got sent back down.
Yeah, that's what I
But
meant.
again, dude, my tin hat right here is saying that it's also load management. Once again, yeah, when he came up, he kind of sucked. He didn't really do much for the team, just a couple of walks here and there. But they sent him down so that he could catch for Darvish.
That might be smart.
Yeah. I mean, who else is Darvish going to rely on down in the minors for a good catcher?
Than someone who's been in the majors with him.
Exactly. So
See what you're saying with
that's just my opinion right there. Don't get don't get it twisted. Don't get too into it.
What's another one? Oh yeah, no. So yeah, speaking about Ethan Salas, he'll be back mid-July. He has a back stress return fracture. I don't know what the hell that means. I think it just may be like a pulled muscle in your back.
Man, it sounds like a sore back, dude. Just a couple of massages and TJ, you'll be all right.
Hey, so yeah, so he'll be back. They say July, mid-July, late July, but he'll be back. Yeah, and I can't wait to see him. Hopefully, again, he might make it to the bigs. You doubt it, but
No, I
this
think
season, I'm saying
this season with Salas, now with like the whole back stuff, probably not. DeVries is way closer. Salas next year, like you said, if he gets in the rhythm of spring training and he does a great camp, he's for sure going to be in the club next season. Plus, we got
Maldonado.
we got Maldonado. Diaz is in the contract, 1 year contract, so he's going to be out. But we definitely need, as a team, a good catcher because, let's face it, it's not going to be Campy.
So they're also talking about, you're saying, Diaz, we have one year left to him. They're saying that we don't have Suarez for a while either.
Oh, Suarez is going to walk right after this year, dude.
So they're thinking, what if they do something mid-season, get rid of him for some good prospects or something like that? I mean, because look, we do have Adams, who's a certified closer. Jerry Estrada, he can close. So I mean, we're really not hurting for a closer, and if he's valuable to us,
well, yes,
I mean,
yes and no, dude. Like the
not
closest,
that I don't like him.
the closest thing we have to a closer currently
business.
that is not Suarez would be Estrada.
You don't think Adams?
Adams,
He was
no,
a closer for his
no,
other team,
dude.
wasn't he? I thought
No,
he
no,
a
it
closer.
was the dude that ended up going to L.A.
Oh, Tanner Scott.
Yeah, that was the other guy. But no, dude, Adams doesn't have the speed to be a closer, and neither does Estrada. He just has more movement. So, at least when you compare closers right now with what you got currently with Estrada and with Suarez and Adams, like obviously Suarez just has heat, bro, and like new age closers, that's what you want. You want heat. Like movement is great, but who the fuck is gonna hit 101 mile
They're gonna be
fastball?
tired in the ninth inning. You want to blow up past them.
Yup, exactly.
All right. Well, I mean, it's just an idea. I would keep him. I wish we can rearrange his contract, but
Well,
that's not gonna happen.
To be honest,
He's too valuable.
knowing Preller and his previous years, I mean, he kept homeboy that just also went to the Dodgers, dude. Goofy ass dude. He was also with the
Every
Giants.
Dodger's goofy. What are you talking about?
Dude, Snell. We kept
Blake
Snell
Snell.
when we could have traded him. We kept Hader when we could have traded him. Record shows we're gonna end up keeping Suarez. Would he be a great chip to trade? Absolutely. Is it gonna happen in the trade deadline? Probably not, dude. The one guy that might end up being traded, hard to tell right now, but it's definitely gonna be an arm and maybe another minor league guy. I mean, you already saw it with Joe. He
Connor
got
Joe got
traded
traded to the
not long
Reds.
ago, and mostly for money. So these guys are getting ready to
Make a big move.
make a move for the trade deadline, 100%, dude.
Well, I'm not mad at it. I'm just observation. Talk about Padres still for a little bit more. Manny Machado, 14-game hit streak, best in Major League Baseball.
That's the captain
this
right there.
Season.
Whew.
Wow, man, best in his career as well as a Padre. So, man, he's doing it. He's seeing the ball. I don't know how many home runs he has in that outing.
He
but
doesn't have that many home runs.
I know he
man.
had 7 extra base hits and I think 12 RBIs, something like that, dude. So he's killing it, bro.
Yeah, no, he's getting on base, which that's the most important thing, and he's bringing in runs. So he's got stakes and he's got on base great percentage, man. So shout out to the captain because that's what we've been needing from him. Last season, I understand that he was injured, but this season he's definitely locked in and he's definitely biting in and getting into the whole groove of the team and whatever Mike Schill is telling these boys. Because
I mean, if you just think about it, you know what I mean. The smooth home runs, the throws from his ass, the stole from home base to tie up the game. Like he's playing on a whole nother level that we all expected from Manny, and it's really cool to see him actually do it. He's literally a highlight reel every game,
oh yeah,
calm, cool, collected at the plate. Now he's embracing that captain role. And he's calming people down instead of getting in their head a little more, instead of getting in his own head. I love that. I love that about Manny, and I'm excited. I hope you continue to get this streak keep going, baby.
Yeah, and we saw it at the beginning of the season. His discipline at the plate way better. He's having like 9 pitch at bats. So yeah, he's not hitting for power right now. He will, but not right now. Right now he's just trying to make a play, put the ball in play, and bring runs in. That's his focus. He doesn't give a shit about the home runs right now, and I salute him for that, bro, because that's the Padre way right now. Who cares about the home runs? Just bring in runs.
I mean, like Bogey, the home runs will come sometimes when you least expect it, but when we need it the most, and that's pretty awesome.
Hell yeah, dude.
These Padres are awesome. Speaking of awesome, dude, congratulations, San Diego State softball. Those Aztecs are the champs of the Mountain West. So you go, girls. SDSU, fight, 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 baby. Hell yeah, congrats on that one.
Yeah, and right now, you're talking about college athletics. USD, they're a win away from becoming champions on their league. So it's pretty cool, dude.
Hey.
There's some really good baseball being played out here in San Diego. So shout out to all the universities and shout out to all those camps for doing their thing, man, because it ain't easy.
Oh, speaking of San Diego sports, as we always do, the Wave. Hey,
Let's go.
Finally. They got a new part owner, Alex Morgan, a future Hall of Famer in soccer, Olympic champion. Part owner of the San Diego Wave. So
What?
That's pretty awesome. Yeah,
That is right, dude. I'm
news.
telling you, she deserves a mural, bro.
She's
Plus,
awesome, bro. She's awesome.
She ended her career with the Wave, got this close to ending up a champion with the squad. They still got a shield, so that's cool, but this close to claiming the whole entire thing, dude. So big shout out to her and congratulations.
Congratulations.
Much needed. And the Wave's been playing a whole lot better, dude. Yeah, this past weekend was a little rough because it ended up turning into a tie when they could have had a win. But, hey, they're still looking good, a young season, and they're in 4th place, man. Which, moving over to the other people who they share Snapdragon with, the San Diego Football Club, bro.
SDFC.
Ooh, man, these boys, bro, like, we talked about it. They were in that skid, 3 games on losing streak.
Dude, they went down a bunch in the standings.
They were down, dude. And now look at them, bro. We're not gonna have no soccer this weekend, so everybody looking out for the soccer game. You probably missed it because it happened the middle of this week. And these boys, they came out and they beat Colorado just like the Padres beat Colorado. And now they're in 2nd place in the standings, dude. Can you believe that?
Dude, they won 2-0, and now they're in 2nd place. I love it. I mean, I can't imagine. Yeah, we're 2nd place because of how many goals we scored. And if you watch that game, I watched that game. Man, shout out to the goalie of Colorado because we should have scored way more goals. We were kicking and trying to get in that motherfucker all game. It was impressive to watch him stop us. But, man, we were aggressive. And I like seeing that from a San Diego ball club.
And that's what they've been needing, Brad. Like, the way that these boys play, like, it's a lot of pass and a lot of passes to like shoot in, but aside from their control, like mid to upper field, that's all they got. Like they haven't really created enough shots to put it in the net, and it really showed a whole different game that they have planned.
They're getting a little more camaraderie, teamwork.
Yeah, just from the Texas game to this Colorado game, like a complete switch in the system. So, man, these teams better watch out, man, because
better not pout.
SDFC, they're coming, bro. Then they're still the young kids. They're still the new kids, and it's still really, really hard to figure them out just right now.
Yeah, I mean, so if you did have to get a jersey at this point, which one would you get?
Man, for SDFC,
I think it's
I would just go
McCoy or something like that.
No, I mean that's cool and all, but you know I'm gonna go with Chucky, dude. Yeah, Chucky
Really?
Lozano. Yeah, got to, bro. That's a must. He's a future Hall of Famer for the Mexican squad, dude. So,
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
So he's already had a lengthy career. Now he's a rookie on the SDFC, but they're all rookies technically.
Yeah, because it's a brand new squad.
Yeah.
But all of these guys, man, don't let them fool
Just
you
'cause it's a new
because
team doesn't mean they're not new.
yeah,
to
all
sport.
these guys are experienced, hella experienced, especially Chucky, dude. He's probably the most accomplished soccer player in this generation. He's been out to Europe. He's done crazy shit out there. He's got a couple of chips. He's got some rings, and yeah, man, don't let them fool you because these boys they know how to ball.
We'll go from cups, ships, and rings. Let's go to belts. You said there was some boxing that we got to talk about today. Please inform me. I didn't see any
Well,
boxing this week.
We talked
My
about
fault.
it the last episode, man. There was gonna be championship level boxing coming into town right there at the Sports Arena, Midway District, which didn't disappoint, man. I saw it on TV. I'm telling you,
Oh, it was televised. Okay.
yeah,
Dang it.
I wish I would have been there, bro. But it was Mexican Mother's Day weekend, Mother's Day too. So like,
Saturday, yeah, Sunday,
yeah, no, well, for Mexico is
Saturday.
May 10,
Friday,
which that was on Saturday.
Saturday. So, yes, it's a Saturday.
Yeah, so
That
I'm.
was the same boxing. That was a boxing.
Yeah, so I was in TJ, so I couldn't go, and I told my brother, I was like, man, that would have been sick to be there. He was like, yup. I was like, fuck, dude, but whatever. Either way, it was sick, dude, and that place was packed, man, to the top of the nosebleeds. It was insane. Obviously, we had a couple of local cats doing their thing, did a great job, but the main fight, I feel like it disappointed a couple of fans, bro.
Was
Just
that
the
chick fight, right?
no, the cowboy Vaquero Navarrete.
Oh shit!
It was the Philippines versus Mexico. Minor disappointment there, dude, because unfortunately the bout got stopped in the 8th round, and not by a knockout, not by a technical knockout. It was because the current champ got cut on the eye, accidental headbutt. That's what they called it. But it was nasty, bro. And me and my brother saw the replay multiple times. They were calling it a headbutt. Nah, bro. It was at least from my point of view, it looked pretty damn intentional by the Filipino contender.
An elbow or what? A wicked elbow or what?
No, dude. So I'm gonna rewind it and try to explain the punch or the critical moment as best as possible. So I think it might have been the 6th round because he ended up fighting the 7th round completely with the injury. So 6th round, the champ received what looked like a right cross to the temple. It looked like it got him a little bit, but it was so quick. So he got punched, then they clinched, heads kind of rubbed, but then the contender also swiped his glove in his face. So really fast motion. It was really hard to tell. So it's probably on YouTube. You guys can check it out. But from the punch to the release of the punch, you didn't see any blood. When they clinched and they headbutted slightly, you did not see any blood. It wasn't until after the glove swiped his face that's when you started first seeing the reaction on the champion's face on Vaquero Navarrete. Because dude, when you feel a cut, like whether it's a razor blade or something small, like
I think
it goes.
I think the headbutt split him open, and that glove movement like ripped it open more is what my assumption is. Like he kind of knew, like, oh, that probably got him. Let's make sure it did.
Yeah, because like
That's what I'm assuming.
because in professional boxing they usually wrap you around with a little bit of tape, so it looked like it was like the tape on the glove. They got him like it was like in the temple, dude, right above the eyelid, and it just
That's almost like
gashed
sandpaper,
him,
huh?
dude.
Almost
Yeah,
like
dude.
Sandpaper.
It just gashed him, and it was nuts. They let him fight the whole entire 7th round, just because the corner did a great job. They stopped the bleeding, but right around the 8th, the medical assistant and doctor on the side of the ring, he was like, "No, we can't do this. Let's go to the scorecards." Yeah, he just didn't want to risk a further injury. Plus, they were boxing in California, which is a really
so he
tough
lost
state.
his championship.
No, check this out. So they went to the scorecards. It was a great fight, phenomenal fight up to that point. In the scorecards, he remained champion, dude. So Navarrete stayed champion. He was doing a really good fight, man. He was bringing in the pressure. Like I told you last time, man, when you're a champion or you're a contender, you bring in the pressure to get that belt. And he did just that, man. And I would have loved it to go all 12 rounds, or at least maybe the 10th. So like it could be closer to a knockout, but that injury was a bit nasty. So I'm sure everybody who was out there watching the fight live probably felt the same way too, because it was going so great, and it was just
Feel like
that
they
that
got
threw
robbed
it
a
off
few
little bit.
rounds. They got robbed
Yeah,
a few rounds.
absolutely. You
Yeah.
feel like you got robbed a couple of rounds, but it was great, man. It was a great fight. It was awesome to have boxing back here in San Diego, and a lot of stars pulled up too, bro. It was cool.
That's dope. So I want to ask you a question about boxing. How do you feel about the referees' stoppage calls? Do you think sometimes they're too quick to do it, sometimes they're too late, or you think they're right on?
It depends on the ref, to be honest, because sometimes they could be a little too quick, but you know when the guy's hurt, and it's mostly when they're not returning punches and they're just
They're
mostly
taking
shielding.
like 6 or 8 of them.
They're, I mean, when you're taking clean shots to the face, that's something. You just gotta stop it quick because you know he's for sure out. But when he's shielding and he's not really trying to return a punch, then you give him a couple of seconds to see if he's gonna attempt anything, and if he doesn't, you're like, all right, he's done. He's got no more stamina. He doesn't want to do it. It's a tough call. Again, it really depends on the ref on the ring, but it's not an easy call, dude, because you know you're putting somebody's career on the line, whether it's him getting hurt or him not advancing in the ranks. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you're looking out for their health, and you do not want to see them get hurt any more than what they already are.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you do have guidelines to what you can allow and not allow. You know what I mean? Like no poking in the eye or whatever. So yeah, sometimes you gotta stick to your job and not necessarily think about his career. Like, should I just give him a little bit? Like, nah, I gotta do my job. I don't want this guy getting brain damage.
Exactly.
Even though he's still standing and he's still talking. Yeah, for how long? You know, so
Yeah, dude. I mean, you seen
that's a tough call.
you seen the Rocky movie, dude. He looked
Yeah.
like he was fucked up. He was like, "Hey, Adrian."
Yo, Adrian.
Oh man, dude. Oh man, but hey, shout out to everybody tuning in. This is the SD Podcast coming to you live from beautiful North County, San Diego, brought to you by Kick Labs. It's about halfway through the episode, man. So
Jeez, already?
yeah, it's flying, dude. It's freaking flying. So I mean, we probably ate up a couple of minutes in the intro, but it's all right. Talking a little bit of baseball, talking a little bit of boxing, talking a little bit of
San Diego sports.
soccer. Yeah, San Diego sports, man. But you know what? Just because we're spanking in the middle, I say, and we tune in to a little bit of the ASMR. Woo! That's right. All right, so right here. Took me a little while to find another box, dude. And I'm going to tell you what, dude. I ended up going to Petco Park the other day, and I was going to buy one, dude, but I was like, nah, it's too easy.
How many times do we hear this? Every episode.
Dude, no. See, let's go check it. Like, what I found at Petco Park was 100% nothing but Padres baseball cards. New Padres baseball cards. Like, the whole entire roster, basically. But I was like, no, it's too easy, bro. I can't do it. Who do they have in that face for that box? Every single one of them was the same. Every single one had Jackson Merrill as the first card. And but again, dude, it was like in my heart, I was like, I can't do it. It's too easy.
That was the whole of this season's collection.
Yeah, but now thinking hindsight, I was like, fuck, I should have bought it.
And that's something. Hey, when you get those batting practice passes, that's when you buy that and you just get them all signed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I mean the box was like $13 plus tax, maybe $15, which gave you, I think it was like 24 cards, 20 cards, something like that. But either way, it was a little worth it. But it just seemed too easy, bro. I couldn't cheat my way out of just getting all Padres cards. But if they're still there next time, I'll do it just for you guys, so you guys can see all the cards.
Man, they need some coaching cards, dude. Where's Mike Schill? Where's Rob? Where's the Fog? Where's Ruben the Abla, dude?
Ooh, that'd be sick, actually.
That'd be some
hey,
sick.
Tops, pay attention out here.
Even Ron Washington from the Angels, he's a legendary coach. You know, that'd be cool to have his.
Didn't he get a ring with Houston?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he won
dude.
one.
Yeah, shout out to him, bro.
Bochy, dude. I would love to have a San Diego Padres Bruce Bochy card.
I
you
think
know?
there's actually a couple.
Coaching cards. He actually played for the Padres though.
No, like a Bruce Bochy. Like there's a couple of cards.
Really?
Yeah.
So there are coaches cards out there.
Yeah, but those are more hard to come by, especially nowadays.
I can only imagine. That would be sick, dude.
But man, yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought real quick.
We're doing ASMR.
No. It has something to do with like the management stuff. But you know what? Now I remember.
Oh, great.
So the Angels manager, he was speaking highly on Jackson Merrill, dude. That
You
was
really,
sick.
you really can't speak negative on Jackson Merrill. He's a freak of nature. I mean, like when they talk about Toddy, the only thing that's going against Toddy is that steroids thing. Everything else, he's flawless, bro. He's a freak athlete. Merrill, freak athlete. Who else is like that? Skeens, he's got flaws. Otani, he's got flaws. I mean, if you throw, Toddy Jr. a slider outside, he's gonna swing at it. But other than that, he's pretty good.
No, Merrill is solid, dude. Probably the most reliable guy in the lineup right now, dude. To be honest.
Dude, I love it, dude. And he's learning from Machado, from Bogarts. He's a Boston Red Sox fan. Now he's learning from Alexander Bogarts. Like, that's pretty dope. I mean, you can't say that he didn't grow up watching this guy.
Oh
You
yeah,
know what I mean?
low key that was like his hero.
Dude, that'd be so sick.
Bro, yeah, these Padres, they kick ass, man, and that's the reason why I did not want to get the cards that easily, bro, because they just kick so much ass. I have to also battle for the cards myself.
Hey.
So we're gonna go ahead and open up. There's a new pack of Topps Series 1. I just got them from Best Buy and Encinitas because the one in Oceanside don't got them. So make sure you pull up to all your North County Best Buys.
Oh, if we're giving out our secrets, Barnes & Noble's got cards, too. You guys are welcome. Check out Barnes & Noble's.
All right, so box been open. We're about to each get a
Okay,
pack.
Each. Here we go.
Dude, it's crazy. This whole card game, I don't know why, but I've been getting a lot of shit on my news feed, man. And like, these Pokemon cards are crazy.
I don't even know half the damn Pokemons anymore. But
Yeah, like there's this, I guess, this Japanese Pokemon card that this one fool like spent like $3,000 on just trying to find it, or 30 racks. I don't know, but the card's only worth like 1,500. Shit, that's still good though.
I
All right.
do regret not having my Pokemon collection still. Man. son of
Shit,
a
that's how
gun.
I feel about my Yu-Gi-Oh collection.
Oh, yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh's hot, too, huh?
Yeah, dude, Exodia is like good money right now.
Dude, now they got those Disney cards. They got those. Did you see those history cards? Ooh, I'll get this fat one right here. This is money.
Woo. All right, and this one's for the giveaway.
Oh, dang. All right, you go first, or want me to go first? You go last. I'll go first.
Yeah, you go ahead and go first, Smoke.
All right. Well,
Yeah, so we are adding a pack of Topps baseball cards for the winner of the raffle. Stay tuned.
to our giveaway, which we'll talk about more about that giveaway a little later. So we should go first. I mean, it's already a good start to it. You want to tell them who this is? I don't know if I can see straight.
Oh, holy shit.
We already have a good start to it.
Dude, that's money right
We
there.
got, I don't know if you guys can see it. Shohei Ohtani, ladies and gentlemen.
And it's no regular Shohei Ohtani,
It's the
ladies
stars
and gentlemen.
of MLB right there.
Damn, that's a good one, dude. You know what? That's not being raffled off, dude. I mean, I'm sorry. It's not being raffled off.
This one looks cool as fuck. We got, you read the names, but this is a rookie card from the White Sox.
Ooh, this one looks hard.
That one looks super cool.
Brooks Baldwin. I dig it. He's got the old school like South Side. And while Smoke is pulling his cards, we do have a couple of comments coming in through YouTube. So shout out everybody tuning in on the YouTube, on the Instagram, and wherever you're watching or listening to this podcast at. Much appreciated. We got Humble Photography saying, "What up, fellas? Crazy games lately, but good to see our stars coming back. You think we need to get a better hitting left fielder to replace Hayward? Thoughts?" Well, personally, I think Hayward was probably the best guy that we could afford at the moment, because Lockridge, he got lucky the other night, but Hayward is a little bit better than
Yeah, Oscar.
Lockridge.
I don't think. Do we even have Ozzy still in the starting lineup? Or
Teoscar?
no? I think his name was Oscar or something.
No, yeah, Teoscar Hernandez.
Yeah.
He's in the minors right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, maybe Teoscar can end up being the left fielder. Because, again, dude, you got to think, we're running with what we got at the moment until the trade deadline. Then we'll see what we could add. More than likely, it's going to be an arm. But if you could get a fielder, that'll be the best scenario. What do you have to give up for it? Not too sure just yet. I mean, who are you willing to give up so that you could get another fielder? Hayward's good, man. He's a vet. He's proven. He's a little long in the tooth right now, which is causing him a couple of injuries and a couple of setbacks. But he's still good. He's probably the more reliable choice at the moment, man. He had that 3-run homer the other day, so
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather have a veteran make mistakes than a rookie because he could bounce back. So for now, yes. Do we need something better? Yes, we do. But I like what we have so far. For
yeah.
now.
And don't get me wrong, I do like Lockridge. I think he could end up being a great fielder, but he's just getting to know Petco Park. He's just getting to know the position. He's not the greatest of hitters. He hasn't shown much just yet, but I do believe that within a couple of seasons and a couple more at bats, he will develop his skill as a hitter.
That's a cool card. Okay,
All right, bro. So run these cards.
Okay, so I have Spencer Steer from the Reds, Brandon Marsh from the Phillies, Angel Martinez rookie card from the Cleveland Guardians, John Gray from the Texans, Alec Boehm from the Phillies, a White Sox rookie, Drew Thorpe. They're not doing good, but he's doing not too shabby.
Hey, Thorpe is actually a good
Yeah.
card right there.
That a rookie one too. Ty France from the Cincinnati Reds. From the Rockies, we got Jake Cave. The White Sox, we got Andrew Benedetti. And then from the Phillies, we have Christopher Sanchez. But don't forget, we started with Shohei Ohtani, so don't let these cards discredit you.
And you know what? I'm gonna approach the camera real quick while Smoke still talks, but I'm gonna show you guys this Otani card because this shit right here is money.
Man, that's a real cool card. It feels good to pull cards. I'm sure you guys are into cards. If you're not, dude, it's just fun to pull them, especially pull something like Ohtani like that or whatever team you're a fan of. I remember how hard it was to get Padre cards for so many seasons. Now, almost every pack comes with a card. Unfortunately, that one didn't. But let's hope that the Illa Villas pack does. Let's see what he's got.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and open up this pack of cards, and for this episode, we're only gonna make sure that Smoke gets one, I'll get one, and then the following episode, before we announce the winner of the raffle, we'll open up another pack. So we're gonna save them up a little bit. So all right, here we go. Keep continuing with the ASMR and see what we
money.
get. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we get Manny Machado or a big superstar like Fernando Tatis.
Jackson Merrill. There it is. Look at him, dude. Look at him. He's like a kid in a candy store.
Not gonna lie, this pack is also pretty goddamn great. First card pulled, Bryce Harper,
Hey, stars of MLB.
and it's great, dude. I love Harper. He's one of my favorite players.
Dude, that's sick, dude. Those are two sick ass ones.
Yeah, and I like Otani, but he's no longer one of my favorite players, dude. When he was with the Angels, he was a badass, dude. But now that he's not
I
pitching,
have a Dodger card of Ohtani, so that's a cool one. I have
Yeah.
Angel Ohtani's.
yeah, so he was badass when he was pitching, dude. Now that he's just a DH, he kind of lost his
Specialness.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to continue. I got a rookie card right here from the Cactus League, Carlos Rodriguez, which I believe he's a pitcher. For the Brew Crew. All right, then we got Anthony Volpe, New York Yankee. All right, that's dope. Oh, holy shit. Okay. This kid is good, bro. This kid, he's going to be someone special. He's got a crazy ass last name, but future stars, and it says it right there in the fucking baseball card, dude. From the Chicago Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong, dude. He's actually he's probably the only other guy that could compete with Jackson Merrill, to be honest, in my opinion. He's pretty goddamn good, and he's solid.
Dude, PCA.
All right, then. Not too long, dude. He's still pretty damn young. All right, this one's cool. It's a team card. It looks like says dub and stretch on a winning and a sprayer. Boston Red Sox with the whole entire team. It looks like a walk off or something.
It says on the
That's
back. You can read the
kind of
back.
cool. Then we got Kyle Finnegan from the Washington Nationals. Okay, that's a sad card. Okay, interesting. The only reason why I say it is because it's got the Bronx Bombers, New York Yankees, none of these guys play together anymore, to be honest. But you got the Judge right in the middle. You got Soto to the left of the Judge, and you got Verdugo to the right of the Judge. So, interesting card, bro. Great year. It just sucks that they couldn't make it in the World Series, but pretty solid card. I mean, if I was a Yankee collector, I wouldn't mind having this. All right, moving on with Miguel Vargas from the White Sox. Another White Sox card. That's kind of chill. Let's see. O'Neal Cruz. Solid card right here.
Ooh,
Hell
there he
yeah.
is. That's a good one.
That's solid, dude. Yeah, I don't know how old he is, but he's a baller. Rookie card. Hurston Waldrip.
What's the last name?
I think Waldrip.
Is it Harrison?
Hurston Waldrip from the Atlanta Braves.
Hey,
Interesting pitcher. Okay, that's kind of cool.
I haven't heard of him yet, so.
Mason Wynn from the St. Louis Cardinals. He's got a little trophy on the card, so you know he's
I think that
someone
means he
specially
won
good.
an award last season, like a Gold Glove or something.
We got a Giants Grant McCray rookie card, and these last ones they're actually pretty fucking cool, dude.
Cool cards alert.
Okay, so in one of them, we got Pete Alonso. So this is money already right here. And it's the
They call him
35th
Petey.
anniversary card. And same with my boy Trey Turner, 35th anniversary card. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Out of this whole entire little pack, 3 cards were pretty fucking hard, dude.
Yeah,
So,
dude, you got some good
and you know
ones.
what?
I'm
also-
a White Sox fan, but I also like the style of that card. No matter
Yeah,
who
no.
it is, that's cool.
I'm gonna show it, dude. I only showed the Otani, but like in your pack, I think you got like you got a couple, but this one right here is also pretty fucking hard. So
Again, you know, if you're not a huge avid collector, I'm not, but I always like to keep the rookie cards because you never know down the line how valuable that card can be.
talking about rookie cards, man. So for the giveaway for everybody who's still out there tuning in, we are giving away this Topps Heritage Sean Reynolds Padres rookie card.
Hey,
Crazy.
that is
So stay
crazy.
tuned, man. Giveaway's coming up. Well, at least the clip is coming up because the giveaway is next week. But stay tuned because we're pulling through, man. But I'm gonna approach the camera once again, showing you guys these cameras that we just not these cameras, these cards that we just pulling up to the camera. And you guys be the judge, man. You guys let us know if you guys like them, if you want to buy them, or if you just want to participate and maybe pull up to the labs and pick them up.
Hey, there you go, man. Shout out everybody watching. This is the SD Podcast on the Kick It Labs Network. Streaming everywhere. Spotify, Google, Twitter, OnlyFans, X, MySpace. Anywhere you could think of, we are streaming live. Oh, especially right here with Smoke the Dog's Instagram. But this is the exclusive. Definitely follow the YouTube Kick It Labs, and you'll get some stuff like this. Exclusively, you will be entered if you follow the rules for this giveaway we're giving away next week. And if you want the details of that, wait till Vic Six's carcass down, and he will tell you how many cool things are included in this giveaway. And who knows? There may be more. He's feeling generous. The Padres are doing good, so why not feel good as fans? And so we're doing everything we can. Man, I love baseball. I love cards. I love playing ball. I'm excited. I'll be at the game Saturday. So $13 for the whole team. You may be disappointed because I might be getting that collection. But yeah, I'm super excited.
Dude, if you go and you could get the collection, please get fucking two, dude.
I hope it's
Get two.
available, dude. That sounded like a steal.
Yeah, no, it was at the main team store right before this last homestand. Well, I mean, they're still on the homestand, I guess. But
So do you go during games? Like if there's a game that day, you go that day? Or do you go and there's no game, so it's easier?
Dude, I think I went on Monday. Like right before they started the series against the Angels. And I was like, it was weird because like my soul was saying, dude, just get it. But my mind was like, nah, dude, you don't need that shit. Like, because again, it just felt too easy to just get all the Padres at once, dude, for the fucking season. And I was like, nah, dude, I got to work for it. But hindsight, wish I would have just got it, man.
It's cool to let you know that this is Series 1. Usually within like a month or so coming up, there's going to be a Series 2. which all the trades happen, and then there's also right now the Chrome thing I'm trying to get us, but it's really hard to get because all these collectors are buying them up. But yeah, they have a Chrome collection that I think you'll like a lot.
And talking about Topps and baseball cards, so what I heard down the grapevine is that for Series 2, it's going to be Shohei Ohtani on the cover because this current cover for Series 1 is Aaron Judge. So we'll see what happens, man. It's going to be pretty neat, pretty cool, and some better and cooler, more badass baseball cards.
Oh, I love it, dude. I love it. And again, if anybody plays MLB The Show, man, hit me up. I'm on Xbox, SMKDOG007. We could run it together or against each other. You just know I'm the Padres. Man, I'm excited. So the Vetter Cup's coming up. I'm sure you know what that is, right?
Oh yeah, dude. We'll get to it because we're starting to run out of time.
Oh no.
Not necessarily running out of time, but again, the intro was a little too long. The ASMR might have been a little too long, but we will get to everything before the episode finishes. We still probably got like another 15, 20 minutes before we run out of time. So without further ado, to everybody who's been tuning in, to everybody who's still posted out here with the ASD podcast, don't forget, everybody, do not forget, we still have the raffle going on. This is going to be insane, man. $150 value on this prize. We got the tickets for May 26th, Monday, May 26th, Veterans Day at Petco Park. And it is not just some get-you-in tickets, man. These are the 100 section, 117 to be specific. And we're going to sweeten out the pot a little bit. We got this beautiful hat we're giving away. We got some pins right here that we're going to be giving away. We got this rookie card we're giving away, Topps Heritage, Sean Reynolds. And we're adding on a brand new pack of Topps Series 1 2025 baseball cards for you guys. So don't forget, make sure you share this clip, tag Kika Labs, and if you want to get another entry onto the raffle, just make sure to comment. LFGSD, baby. Good luck to everybody, and keep on tuning in. The raffle is coming to you soon. Best of luck.
Man, you're telling me 2 tickets, a hat, pins, and cards. So you're not only getting tickets to the game, you're getting swag. Definitely you better stick to this giveaway, man. Like, share, and do whatever he said. And let's go, Padres.
Let's go. Woo!
Yeah.
All right, bro. Well, let's get to it. The upcoming series, we got the Seattle Mariners, and we have to be on the road, go to Toronto, and face the Blue Jays. It's going to be epic, dude. Like you said, Vetter Cup. Still don't understand what the hell that means. I know it's some rock dude, but why is it a thing now?
So Eddie Vedder, I think it's a lead singer or a member of the band Pearl Jam, based in San Diego. Pearl
Makes
Jam
sense.
started in Seattle. So I don't know. It's just a thing, the Eddie Vedder Cup, because he's from San Diego. I think he's a Padre fan. I think he's also maybe a Mariners fan. And if you guys do remember back in the 90s, Seattle was in our division on the West, and also they were a big rival of the Padres. So it is semi-rivalry. They call it MLB Rivalry Weekend because it's Dodgers versus L.A., it's Mets versus Yankees. So not real rivalries, but something like that. So I guess our rival is the Mariners in that aspect. So the Vetter Cup, that's what that is. So go Padres, hopefully win the Vetter Cup. There's a giveaway or a theme for this week. I think it's a hat.
Yeah, the Vetter Cup hat.
I wish it was a actual cup, you could drink a fucking beer from, but
That would
whatever.
be- that would be rad.
Wasn't in the budget, I guess. Wasn't in the, but they don't ask me. I'm not the marketing guy for the Padres yet.
Hire us.
Yeah, I mean, we got you. Front wave, we're coming. But no, so that's what it is, the Vetter Cup. I think we're going to do really well. Seattle Mariners, they are an American League team. Like we said before, that we don't have the best luck against them, but I think we showed the Angels and the American League that we turned it around, and we're not scared of anybody. We could take a beating and keep on ticking. We could take a loss and get your ass tossed. So we're not scared. We're prepared, and we're ready. I'm excited to root on the homeboys. I'll be there on Saturday, and yeah, I'm ready. What I think is really going to get us is the Blue Jays. That's a long travel to be ready to play a professional team.
Oh, yeah, dude. And they're actually resting on Monday, and they're also playing on Thursday. But don't worry, we will be live for the SD Podcast next Thursday, and we'll talk exactly and directly about the results for that Blue Jays game and series. But you know what? We just saw Arm the Poet, so big shout out to
Shout
Arm the
out.
Poet. He's in the building out here at
He
the
was
Kick It
that
Lab
music
studio.
video y'all saw.
You know what? We'll probably bring him in right before we start wrapping up the episode. But we're gonna continue with this with this upcoming series for the Padres, bro. Because like you mentioned, the next couple of teams that we're facing, they're American
League teams.
Luckily, they seem to find their way, bro. They got it around with the Angels. I mean, the Angels are not necessarily very aggressive or impressive, but they're still a major league team. Now with the Mariners, they've seemed to kind of put the Padres through the ringer the last couple of series. So this one's definitely going to be really interesting to see. They might not have the best hitting, but against the Padres, the last couple of games, it seems like they had good hitting. They have better pitching than anything, but I could still foresee the Padres winning the series 100%, dude. Friday is probably going to be the more intense game. Saturday, without a doubt.
Who's on the hill? Who's starting tomorrow? Who's on the hill?
Well, let me see.
Cease was our last guy, right? No,
sir. It was Randy Vasquez.
Vasquez.
So,
Keep on forgetting.
by process of elimination, it's going to be Pavetta, followed by possibly Kolek. No,
Not
scratch
King,
that.
not King.
It's going to be King.
Yes, we're gonna
And
be
then
seeing
Cease.
King, baby. I think it's gonna be fun, man. Dude, our rotation's sexy. Our bullpen's sexy. And besides Manny, because he's been hitting in 14 straight games, it's kind of the next man up mentality. You know, when Merrill, the rookie boy Roy, goes 0 for 4, 0 for what? 8. Everybody else stepped up. You know, when Bogarts was hurt, now he's hitting 3-run home runs. You know, sometimes Hayward didn't do so hot. Now he hit a 3-run blast. So I love the fact that it's everybody doing something. You know, it's not that Aaron Judge waiting for him to bat because it's gonna be a home run. It's like, no, you don't know who's gonna do what. Holy sheets. We have
Dude,
everybody.
I love his
bro.
chant, dude. Holy sheets.
I love that.
It just roars through the whole entire Petco Park, bro. It's beautiful. So shout out to all the fans who keep supporting the boys, man. And you said it well, dude. It's gonna be a rough series. It's gonna be a tough series. It's gonna be a tough road trip. But these boys can handle it, man. They've proved it. They have a great record. They're only a couple of games behind first place in the NL West. So I'm not too worried, man. Why are we criticizing over the top on just specific moments in time in plays? Like,
I mean,
the game is bigger than that.
yeah, not to cut you off though. Yeah, before the Robert Suarez blown save, they were talking about, oh, the Padres lost 12-4 or whatever. A loss is a loss. That's just one loss. It doesn't matter how much we lose by. Doesn't matter who blows it, who messes up. In Robert's defense, there was a foul ball Toddy could have caught. There was a few plays that other people could have made that, didn't really help him. So it wasn't all him, but the walks definitely do make a big part of it. Dude, I love the bounce back mentality this whole team has. Our coach, I think, plays a big part in that. I'm
Huge.
so glad Preller got, Preller and, Pete, Grandpa Pete. I'm so glad they got Mike Schultz because he's a great coach.
Yeah, dude.
I've always liked him when he was a Cardinals coach, and I'm super happy he's a Padre now.
Yeah, dude. He's the one shaping up the Padre way. We still got Schultz for the next couple of seasons. So if he could pull it off and get us into the postseason, it's gonna be great, man. It's only better for his resume, better for the Padres, and better for the city, man, because it just shows how devoted and how involved this city, San Diego, is with the Padres and baseball.
Yeah, and just like Arm the Poet, I'm a diehard Charger fan as well, so I'm excited for the upcoming football season.
Hell yeah.
As a Charger, there's going to be a lot of new offensive weapons for Herbert. Finally, he has weapons, so I'm stoked for that.
Yeah, and we're going to bring him in a couple of minutes, dude. But just to wrap it up, okay, so Seattle, what's your take? We going for a sweep or 2 out of 3? Because for sure the Michael King game is going to be the hardest because you've already seen it, dude. He's been brilliant in the mound, but it's just something about the offense and the defense that has just not been able to really come to fruits and get him the W.
I know, dude. His stuff's been nasty, but yeah, the offense hasn't been there. Hopefully that does change. I don't really know the Mariners rotation. I didn't pull any of the Mariners pitchers, so I don't really know much about them. But yeah, I think it's going to be a hard-fought game. The weather's going to be a little thing, so the ball's not really going to carry. But we haven't been hitting home runs that well anyway, so I think we're going to beat them on Friday. Saturday, weather permitting, me and the squad will be there. Happy birthday, Dave, X Factor. And, with the dogs there, we're going to sweep their asses in Petco Park. And then Sunday, dude, the last game of that series. Well, the Vetter Cup's in San Diego, and we're going to win it. Yeah, we're going to sweep the damn Mariners. What do you think I'm
Hell
talking
yes.
about?
Love to hear it, man. And I know with the Blue Jays being on the road, it's going to be tougher getting adjusted to that weather out there.
What do you think, then, about the Blue Jays series?
Dude, I kind of called it, unfortunately, for the Yankees, and I don't want to call this one again, but just get a winning record on the road, and I'll be happy, man. But if all is permitted and we could just click, let's get the series, bro. Let's get the series. I don't care if we sweep or not. Get the series. Get the series, man. I know it could be possible. The Blue Jays, the pitching is not the greatest. They have good hitting. They got Kirk. Shout out to Kirk. He's the homie from TJ. That's right.
Hey.
Saludos, perrito. And they got Vladdy, bro. He's locked in now. So, they're still a dangerous squad. But with them being at home, who knows, man? I've seen him play the last couple of days.
Do they got Bobby Witt Jr. or is he a Royal? Because that dude's a stud too, bro.
I'm going to have to get back on you with that because all I know is that these Padres better bring the A game, get themselves in shape to be back on the road because they're going to be on the road for a minute, bro, before they come back home. So they got their schedule filled up, man. So
and what's tough is baseball players, they love a routine. What's really going to shake it up this road trip is we're going to be off on Monday. I think it's the first Monday we're off this season.
So they've had a Monday already.
Oh, we have?
But this is like another Monday that they
we don't
don't
bounce back too
usually get.
strong. Yeah, so we're going to be off Monday and what's Tuesday with 2-game series because we're off Thursday.
No,
as well.
it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So right after the game finishes, we'll be out here in the podcast, bro, and then we'll lay all down.
Dang, so we got like 6-7 games in a row without a break.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a
Wow.
tough road trip for the Padres, but without a doubt, we're aiming for them to get at least 4 out of the 6 in these upcoming series.
Like you said, just win the series, man. Just leave those cities with a winning record, boys.
But get the goddamn Vetter Cup and sweep the Seattle Mariners at home, baby.
We're running out of brooms, man. We keep sweeping these damn teams.
And you know what? Okay. Before we close out, at least on this, if they cannot get a sweep against the Mariners,
He's gonna shave his head.
no, another shout out would be freaking great. I would love another shout out. So, shut them out or get a sweep. That's my new rule.
Hey, we are getting close to a complete game, and we're getting close to a perfect game. So you never know, man. These pitchers are dealing for San Diego. Yeah, again, hands out for the coaches, man. We'll talk about it every week because they do deserve their flowers. They make this team better, and I'm excited to see what we got at the Vetter Cup. I'm excited to see how we're going to handle those badass Blue Jays, and what's more to come is more ST Podcast from me and my boy Vic.
That's right. So everybody stay tuned. We will be dropping that clip. Keep on sharing, keep on liking, and keep on commenting on that clip because these tickets, these prices, I'm telling you, $150 value, probably the best thing we've ever given out at Kicker Labs thus far. And before we close out, we are going to get just in a little tiny bit of NFL since the schedule was released. And luckily, we have our boy, Arm the Poet. So,
Yes,
yo,
sir.
Arm. Yeah, you want to pull in real quick? Man, yeah, are you serious? He just said he's showing him the Rocky IV soundtrack.
It's a good
Yeah.
soundtrack,
Hey,
bro.
pull up in, dude. I'm going to get you a chair.
We need you. We're talking about the upcoming Chargers schedule and how you feel about. Well, I can't wait to ask you. So yeah,
So we had Arm the Poet to begin the episode with the music video. You know, he's got here all his sports gear, so it's only fair that we bring
Chargers.
him onto the podcast. Quick surprise guest. Bro, let's talk about this upcoming schedule because it got released, and the boys, they're starting off the season in Brazil.
Yeah. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I was fucking pissed.
Yeah.
I was pissed off like a motherfucker. You know why I'm pissed off? Because first of all, that's our division rival. That's supposed to be our home game. And they want to take that shit away from us.
And it's the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, it's the Chiefs. It's
we-
the Chiefs,
we
and
need
they
it
took
here.
away our home game.
Yeah.
against the
that's screwed.
Chiefs.
That's fucked.
Against the fucking Chiefs.
And then the next 2 games are also rivals.
Yeah, and we have the most
Yes,
travel,
dude.
most travel miles out of every single team in the NFL this year because they want to destroy us.
Yeah.
Fuck the NFL. But get this, brothers. We're gonna accomplish and we're gonna win regardless.
Oh, yes,
Let's
sir,
go.
dude.
Let's go.
McConkey,
You know what I'm
we
saying?
got Williams back.
Shit, straight up. Even
Disley.
that rookie receiver we drafted in the second round.
Didn't we get a good running back too?
Yeah, in the first round,
Yeah.
Hampton. That fool's a
Ooh.
fucking animal. He's good at running and catching the ball. He's like a 4 down, like a third, like a all down back.
Almost like,
Like-
what Eckler was a little bit. Not as tough.
But better than Eckler.
Better,
in
hell
my
yeah.
opinion, because he's an actual he's a straight up he's a rusher and he's a pass catcher.
Mm.
I feel like he could he's sort of like he's a pounding running back. You know what I mean? He's big as fuck too.
Okay.
That was a good ass pick. At first I was pissed off about the pick. I'm not gonna lie. Because I wanted a outside linebacker in the first round.
Yeah,
you know what I
we
mean?
got rid of Bosa. That's
Yeah,
exactly
you know
what
what
I
I'm
was
saying.
thinking.
So, but then I was like, you know what? We got Tulupalupu. What's his name?
Tulupu, yes,
yeah. Number 45.
Yeah.
He's badass from USC. He's been putting in work for like 3 years now, so he's gonna take over for Bosa. But at first I was pissed off at the first round pick with the running back Hampton, but I'm not gonna lie. After I watched his highlights, I'm like, this fool's gonna fit like a motherfucker. He's gonna do really good in that revamped offensive line that we
I was
have.
gonna say our line is
Dude,
gonna get
dude,
holes for his ass. He's
like,
gonna go right through 'em.
4 first-round picks out of 5 offensive linemen on those, and then we got the Eagles guard.
Yeah,
We got the Eagles guard.
dude.
You know how big that is? That's the best guard in the NFL, and we got that motherfucker.
Dude.
You know what I'm saying? And then, so, I watched his highlights, and I was like, okay, this is a good fucking pick. Team him up with Najee Harris that we just signed from Pittsburgh. Team them both up to help Herbert. They're both pass catchers, and then they also could run the ball hard. And then in the second round, we went and got that fucking receiver. I forgot his name already, but he's badass, bro. Watch his fucking highlights.
Finally.
Watch his fucking highlights. The second round pick that we drafted this year, he's going to be fucking good. He's a big body. He could catch on triple covered in college. This fucker is fucking
yeah.
good. And then we got another good receiver. And then we picked up a really solid hidden gem in this year's draft for the Chargers. Solid hidden gem. This nose guard we picked up. I forgot his name. I'm gonna be straight up. I forgot his name. I wasn't expecting. This is random. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Yeah, I didn't have my notes ready. You know what I mean? I didn't have my notes ready. We on Kick It Labs, aka ESPN North
Yes,
County.
sir.
You know what I'm saying? He's really fucking good. He's really fucking good. I think he was a third. I think it was a third or fourth round pick. But he's fucking good, and I feel honestly, I feel they drafted immediately. I feel they drafted for players to play immediately.
ready to go.
Like last year, remember they drafted these players that we drafted last year, the cornerbacks, Ladd McConkey, all these guys. They were all ready to
Joe
go.
Alt,
Joe
Joe
Alt,
Alt,
you know what I mean?
dude.
They were all ready to immediately go in there and contribute. And that's what I believe.
Like these aren't bench players.
No,
These are starters.
These guys are all from first round pick to 7th round pick. I feel like they're all ready to go immediately, and I believe now. I believe that. I know I say it every year. I'm a diehard Charger fan. Bolt up, go Chargers. # Bolt up.
Bolt up.
ASAP. Any squad, any place. Chargers till I fucking die. You know what I'm saying? I say it every year.
Bolt
You
gang,
know,
you don't
you know what I
bang.
mean? But at the end of the day, honestly, with the squad we have now, the coaching
And the coach, yep.
and all that stuff now, and now they went out. They got Mike Dubb back. We got Ladd. That second round pick receiver is gonna be really fucking good. He's gonna be fucking good. I know he is. And the 2 running backs that are not only running hard runners, like ground and pound runners, you know what I mean? They could catch the fucking ball and make some shit happen.
In my mind,
You know what I
I
mean?
know he's a go, but now it's pressure for Herbert because he has all the weapons now. Like there's no excuse not to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. At the same time, you know what I mean? They also have to show up though too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I love Mike Dubb. You know what I mean? He's a Chargers legend receiver,
Yes,
but he
sir.
has a history of being injury prone. You know what I mean? I know that if he stays healthy, he's still a top flight receiver in the NFL, and he'll be starting day one. I already
yeah.
know it. It'll be him and Ladd that will be starting. And I think the second round pick, I think his name is Harris. I might be wrong, something like that. But that guy's going to be fucking good. I believe he'll be immediately ready to go in because we need to get rid of Quentin Johnson. We need to sign a petition. Listen, man. I don't want anybody to lose their job, bro. Listen, man. I still want your NFL dreams to be happening and shit like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to hate like that. I hope you get all the money in the world. But listen, man. Listen, bro. You can't catch for shit, bro. And you need to get the fuck off my team, bro. Straight up. Straight up. You're a fucking wide receiver. You're a first round pick. You need to immediately go in there and play the fucking game. And guess what? You not showing up when we need you to show up is a fucking problem. It's a problem for the Chargers, and you need to show up, bro. Well, you can't handle a ball from Herbert?
Bro,
you can't handle that? You're a professional NFL wide receiver, bro.
There's times he's the only one open. Herbert reluctant throws to him, and he still fucking misses it. You're wide open, dog.
He literally,
the fuck open.
like literally will be wide open. He drops the fucking ball.
Yeah, it's like, why is no one covering? Because you can't catch.
So like when it came to the playoff game, you know what I mean? Like that was all receiver's fault. You know what I mean? Ladd did what he could. Ladd did what he could.
With a fucked up leg.
Yeah.
Right? He was injured, right?
Yeah, Ladd came in there injured. You know, Ladd still beasted. You know what I mean? Ladd beasted like a motherfucker in that game. But we needed more. And Quentin Johnson couldn't get open. And when he did, he dropped the ball. And then you got Disley who fucking fairy tale catch that. And then they pick six. So 3 of those interceptions, that playoff game, were not Herbert's fault.
I agree with you.
The first interception where he threw across the body, you have to admit that was a bad choice. But listen, a good stat that is an actual stat. Peyton Manning's first 5 seasons in the NFL did not win one playoff game. His first 5 seasons in the NFL. Herbert has just ended his last 5th year, and then so that's just maybe a little fun fact. You know what I mean? Not everybody needs to just start to panic like Herbert can't do anything, or Herbert will go in there this year and we will win some playoff games. I guarantee it. And I honestly believe we're 13 wins or higher this year. I'm calling it right now. You hear it live here. Kick It Labs, ESPN North County.
No.
I'm calling it.
All right.
13 or more wins from the Chargers this year.
No matter how far we got to travel to whip your ass.
Exactly. And fuck the NFL for doing that.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a home game for us. That's kind of dirty.
That was our home game.
Be a Super Bowl champion home game.
And then we gotta go. We gotta go to Oakland, or we gotta go to Las Vegas. The second game on Monday Night Football, and then our game in Brazil is on a fucking Friday.
I didn't know.
And then they're gonna free stream it on YouTube. Get the fuck out of here.
That's embarrassing.
That's fucking bullshit.
That's
you took our home game away from us, and then you make us travel more than any other team in the NFL in terms of travel miles. You want us to fail, but guess what? It's us against the fucking world. Us against the whole NFL, and we're going to go in there, and we're going to win. 13 or more wins this year, guaranteed, and we're going to win some playoff games, if not go to the Super Bowl. And I believe we already have a Super Bowl-ready team with a Super Bowl-ready coach, and I believe we're ready for a Super Bowl right now, in my honest opinion, with the pickups that we did in free agency, the draft that we had, on top of the players that are already there on defense and everything, with Justin Herbert, I believe we could go out there and we could go make a Super Bowl run this year. Fuck waiting this fucking 5-year plan.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Fuck that. We're ready right now. We're ready right now. And if anything, we're going to win 13 or more games. We're not going to be like Detroit Lions and lose to a garbage rookie. I mean, actually, that rookie in the Redskins is actually pretty good. I ain't going to lie. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying overall, we're not going to go in there like we're going to go in like I say like, oh, we win 15 games, we won't be one and done in the playoffs. Oh. We're going to win some playoff games this year. I guarantee it. I know we will. Look, this is that loss that we had in the playoffs, that lit a fire under our asses, and we're going to get it together. We're going to go win. I guarantee. 13 or more wins, we're going to win some playoffs, and we got the team right now to make it happen. Bolt up. # bolt up.
Bolt up, that's right. Every day. Big shout out to Arm the Poet joining us here at the SD Podcast, surprise guest. And you guys heard it right there, man. If you guys are still Charger fans, I hope you guys are. Keep the faith, keep the passion, because these boys, they
also, my bad for interrupting, brother.
No, go ahead.
My bad. I also want to say this jacket right here, this sweater, is the last San Diego made Charger sweater I got in 2016 after they moved. Right when they moved, when I went to the last game of the season against the Chiefs that year. It still hurts a little bit that they moved, but I'm a Charger fan till I die. They didn't move that far. I do believe in the future they will be back, you know what I mean? But some stuff has to happen, you know what I mean? They made some mistakes in terms of like how they promoted when they first got there, you know what I mean? But now they're starting to show love again to San Diego and everything like that. So people are seeing it. You know, they're starting to show love again to the San Diego players that were there. They're starting to mention San Diego a lot more, the San Diego Chargers on their media, you know what I mean? A lot more, and paying homage to the history because the Chargers are San Diego. You know what I mean? Exactly. You know what I mean? It is a San Diego team. You know what I mean? Like, regardless, I know they moved, you know what I mean? But there's been other teams that have moved and came back to their home. The Rams left LA and went to St. Louis for 20 fucking something years. They went back to their home in LA, you know what I mean? Like, it's possible, you know what I mean, for them to come back. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like the Chargers will end up coming back to San Diego at some point in the future. It's going to be downtown right next to Petco Park, and the convention center is going to get the remodel that it needs so we can keep on going to Comic-Con every single goddamn year.
Yeah, I'm hoping to hit Comic-Con again this year. Comic-Con last year was so fucking sick. Oh my god. I waited in 2 hours in line for that Darth Maul exclusive Comic-Con collectible figure for the 25th anniversary of Star Wars Episode 1. 2 hours. I bought that motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then I saw it, right? I got it, right? That was like the main objective when I got to Comic-Con this year was to get that for my Star Wars collection, right? And that was like my main objective. Get the Darth Maul. I don't give a fuck how long it takes to wait in line. I got all day. I got the whole weekend. I went, you know what I'm saying? It was a long time. You know, I had to drink my water, eat my snacks and shit. But what's funny though is I get resellers, you know, they got to make money and all that shit. I get it. I know the collection game and all that shit because I collect figures, Star Wars figures and everything like
cards
that.
Right here, dude.
You know what I mean?
The
The card flips and all that stuff. I understand it. But I was at Comic-Con. I bought myself the collectible figure. I only bought one. They had no limit on how many you could buy, right? You know what I mean? And so like I'm waiting in line for 2 hours and I'm watching fools buy like 5 or 6. 2, 3, 5, 4, 5, 6, and I'm just thinking to myself, these they're better. They run out after waiting all this time when the whole objective of me being a Comic-Con is to get this Darth Maul figure for my collection. But there was still some left, luckily. And now, you know, I go to the collection stores to go shop around for my collection and shit like that to get stuff and stuff like that. And these motherfuckers be reselling the Darth Maul for like $120 when it was $60 at Comic-Con. Damn. You know what I mean? They're like, it's like, yeah. And I'm like, sometimes I just want to like, I fuck with them, you know what I'm saying? So I'll go to the Ninja Exchange store, you know. So shouts to the Ninja Exchange store. I've got a lot of,
cool.
you know,
That's such a cool spot.
I got so many collectibles. I got so many collectibles from them that because I like to get in-store purchases, you know what I mean? I don't like to order online too much. Yeah. So like I've been able to get a lot of stuff over there. Like I finally found a Boba Fett over there, prototype Boba Fett Black Series from 2013 collection over there. So I found that, right? But like I saw one of the people over there at the Ninja Exchange were reselling that Darth Maul, and it was like $120. And I was like, hey, I was at Comic-Con, it was like $60. And this goes, oh, you know how it is. I gotta resell. I'm like, hey, fool, don't worry, man. Don't worry. I'm not gonna put a sign right here and say, yo, you know what I mean? It was $60 originally. You know, I'm not gonna destroy your store.
You can't knock the hustle, dude. Whether it's on flipping, whether it's on sports, on anything, man, can't knock the hustle, dude.
Collecting is a sport as well, bro.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And you know, I do want to give a big old shout out to Triple OG Comics and to
shouts out to Triple OG Comics because they're the ones that got me Comic-Con tickets. They're the ones that got me in Comic-Con.
And shout out to Vince, man, because he put a comment out there on the Instagram. He said, Chargers all day. That's right, brother. Bolt up. Yeah. And don't forget, we did have RM the Poet dropping by real quick, guest appearance, talking Chargers. And before we attempt to head out, man, last thoughts. Do you think they will end up reuniting with Keenan Allen?
Oh, that's tough. At first, I'm going to be honest. At first, yes, I thought they were going to get Keenan Allen because the Bears gave up the number 13 jersey. So he's not going back to Chicago.
So he's a free agent.
So he's a free agent. So because there was a stipulation thing that if he got picked up before the draft, we would have to give up a couple picks to the Bears or something like that. And so I thought after the draft we were gonna wait, right, and just pick him up right after the draft, and we still haven't got him. So I believe, honestly, I hope somewhere down the line before the season starts we get him on a league minimum. It does like 1 year, you know what I mean? Doesn't matter. Like he still has a lot left. He had nobody in Chicago. Nobody. The quarterback sucks. Quarterback sucks. Fuck that motherfucker. Fuck the Bears. They all suck,
look
bro.
bad. He's not a bad receiver. It made
Yeah.
him look bad.
And he still had 800, almost 900 yards
put him
receiving.
at the deep, like, bro,
Yeah.
it's a slot, bro.
Yeah,
You've
you know
not
what I
seen
mean?
him on the Chargers?
Bro, like he's so he has at least top level play, like 2-3 years left, in my opinion. I believe that if we do re-sign him, I believe we make the Super Bowl immediately. I believe we make the Super Bowl. I believe that we will no doubtably go to the Super Bowl with Justin Herbert. And listen, they were only gone for a year. It's not like they've been gone for 2 or 3 years. They were gone, like Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. They've been gone for 1 season.
Oh, do you think that Herbert didn't have a big influence on, Coach Harbaugh about getting Williams?
Oh, Herbert is gonna
He
be
wants
like,
Williams,
yeah,
bro. That's my
that's that 50-50
I can
guy.
open up that
yeah,
arm, bro.
Yeah,
He hasn't been able to open up the arm.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I really hope that they do, because Keenan Allen's one of my top Chargers of all time. He was technically the real last San Diego Charger. You know what I mean? Joey Bosa was there, yeah, but Keenan Allen was actually there, like in the playoffs in San Diego.
LT
you know
era,
what I mean? Like
Gates era.
well, he
Rivers.
wasn't LT era, but he was Gates and Rivers era. He was there right after LT left, so he got drafted in 2013.
He was the Matthews era. Ugh.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about that.
But his rookie year went to the playoffs and he won Rookie of the Year. So he was like a true San Diego Charger. You know what I mean? He went to the playoffs as a San Diego Charger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like won playoff games as a San Diego Charger with Phillip Rivers and Antonio Gates there. You know what I mean?
And he embraced that Raider rivalry too.
Yeah.
he loved
Yeah.
it.
So I mean, Keenan Allen, something tells me that he is going to resign, because he's not going back to the Bears, because the Bears gave up his number 13 number. So he's not going back. And he said it in an interview. He's either going to the Chargers or the Bears. He literally said it in an interview recently.
remember that.
He literally said it. He's like, I'm either going to the Chargers, back to the
back to
Chargers,
LA.
or going to the Bears. The Bears gave up his number.
Well, he technically said back to LA, so that could be Rams too.
Yeah,
You never
but the
know,
Rams
guys.
picked up a couple receivers.
Yeah, they
though.
don't need
You know,
him.
they don't.
And he fits with our scheme. Like,
Yeah.
dude, he should be a Charger.
Dude, imagine Keenan, Mike, or Keenan, Lad, Mike.
And then,
that rookie?
Yeah.
Throw Quentin Johnson to the side. He doesn't deserve shit.
I wish we could trade for him, but he's not valuable.
He ain't worth shit.
Yeah, he's not valuable. We can't get rid of him.
And I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't cry at all.
That dude-
At all.
Damn.
Men don't cry. But listen, I'm not gonna get into that right now. Yeah, you can cry if you want. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Me personally,
Sports.
I don't cry. But I'm gonna tell you right now. I swear to God, I thought Keenan Allen was gonna retire a fucking Charger.
yeah.
And when they fucking traded him, dude, low key, like straight up, I almost shed a tear at the gym. I was at the gym when that trade was announced. I straight up, my eyes got watery, and I was like, no way.
Hey,
And then look what happened.
Hey, that's exactly how you feel. That's how I felt when Junior Seau went to the Patriots. Like, what the fuck?
That shit hurt
LT
too.
went to the Jets. What the fuck?
And then that shit hurt so bad.
Gates went nowhere, baby.
Yeah,
That's how you
yeah,
be a Charger.
Yeah.
Rivers went nowhere,
Yeah.
baby. Oh no,
Yeah.
he went to the
He
Colts.
went to the Colts. But listen,
He didn't
listen,
want to, though.
Listen. It was, they tore apart a team. You know what I mean? Like that Rivers had. You know what I
They
mean?
were completely rebuilding.
And they didn't have no protection at that time. Rivers needed protection, and he went to the Colts. They
had
protected
great
his
protection.
ass.
Yeah, they had great
They
protection.
protected his ass, and
They
guess
went
what?
to the playoffs.
He went to the playoffs and lost by like 2 points.
And they didn't have many
Because
no weapons.
because the Colts kicker couldn't make the game-winning kick. Can you believe how shitty that is for my
Sounds
boy Big Phil?
familiar.
Like my boy Big Phil doesn't have a Super Bowl because his own kickers.
Well, yeah, well,
It's literally his own kickers because he would play his ass off. Big
it?
Phil, that's my quarterback to the end. That's my quarterback to the end. I would pick Phillip Rivers over Drew Brees any day. That's my guy. Big Phil. Big Phil. 1-7. Got 3 jerseys.
Ooh, powder blue, white, and the navy.
And the Navy.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey, what do you think? What do you think about our powder blue would change the navy? Would you rather go? I like the navy.
I would go with Navy all
like the
day.
Navy.
I would go
All
with
day.
Navy.
Thank you.
Hey, they're actually having a they announced a new color rush.
Is it
Art.
navy?
Yeah, it's gonna be the. Is
Oh.
so I'm. There's a lot of rumors that it's gonna be the '90s, 2000s jerseys.
Ooh, the white and
that.
navy.
The Seau jerseys.
Ooh.
The Seau jerseys. Seau and LT jerseys.
So
Those are my favorite jerseys.
They look so
Dude,
vicious. They
dude,
look violent.
Dude, like it's just like straight up like dark ass blue, yellow and
Oh,
white
yeah.
bolt.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? Numbers are all squared and shit.
I love it.
That's just hard. Those are my favorite jerseys, bro. When
Mine too.
with the Mitchell and S throwback ones that they have for sale, they just dropped
Coach
the.
had the old school coach had the
God.
charger with
Dude,
the line.
it's
through
just fucking badass. They just dropped the 2006 Antonio Gates Mitchell and S jersey.
it. Ooh.
$180.
The white one?
Let me borrow $180.
Shit.
Let me talk to my bank real quick.
No, I just play, bro. I just play.
All the
I just play.
sponsors real quick.
No, but seriously though, I do believe before the season starts, I hope that Keenan Allen comes back, because I believe that Keenan Allen comes back. There's no doubt in my mind that we don't make the Super Bowl. I believe we make the Super Bowl immediately, because Keenan and Ladd, they're sort of the same thing, right? Keenan's a little bit bigger than Ladd, but Keenan and Herbert had something special. You know what I mean?
Almost like a no look, like a timing.
It was just a thing where it was just like Herbert looked this way,
No one's
Keenan
available.
on this side, Herbert, three receivers right here, Keenan right here, Herbert's looking over here, and then immediately could just go like this, and Keenan's open, just immediately. You know what I mean? So, I believe so. I believe that it might be. I think it's like right now, I think it's like a 50-50 chance, because we drafted that receiver so early
See
in the
how well he
draft.
does,
Yeah. But Keenan also on his Instagram page has been posting a lot of Charger shit. A lot of him in Charger gear, a lot of him at Chargers practice. Just like
You know he wants to
nonstop
be a
Charger.
Charger.
Yeah, 100%. And Mike Williams is over here posting about him a lot. You know what I mean? Herbert reposted him and Keenan and Mike on his Instagram story. So maybe I'm hoping that Herbert could be in there and be like, yo, man, dude, like we got money this year, bro. Like,
Let's get it done, man. Sign the deal.
yeah.
Bring Keenan Allen back to the Chargers, and let's see where it goes, man. I mean,
And fuck the NFL for taking our home game away against our division rival, the Chiefs, when we needed that game. I wanted to go to that game. And now what? Now I
you
can't.
still can.
I'm not going to go to fucking Brazil for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Me neither, bro.
Good
Fuck
the-
no.
Like,
hell
they took that away from us. They took that joy. But you know what they want to do, right? They want to give the Chiefs every fucking advantage they fucking can. Oh, the Chiefs have to travel, blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? The second game against the Chiefs is in Kansas City. And we don't have a home
Motherfuckers.
for our game against the Chiefs? And we got to travel the most? Fuck you, NFL. Fuck you for doing that. I know you're against us.
We're going to Brazil, Miami, New York. It's ridiculous, the schedule, if you actually look at it.
Back and forth. Boom, 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 boom. This way, that way. And then we travel right here. And they got to travel there. And they got to travel here. And they got to travel there.
That part.
Fuck you, NFL, for doing that shit.
Hey,
As a fan, to answer the question, I hope we get Keenan Allen back. Realistically, probably not before the season, but maybe mid-season if that dude
Yeah,
doesn't pay out, because he still probably may hold out and be a free agent. I also I hope you come back before the first game on Friday, because we do this every Thursday, and it'll be the game before the first game. So hopefully we can have him back and we can talk Chargers.
Okay.
oh, 100%, dude. So it's going to
I'll
go
pull
out.
up before the first game. I'll pull up for those games.
It's going to go out
100%.
to a vote to the viewers out there. Let us know if you guys want Arm the Poet back, especially for some Charger football. We didn't get a chance to cover NBA today. Not
I'll
too
come in.
much.
I'll come in with some notes straight up on some E ESPN shit. This ain't no game to me. I'm over here. Let's go. Let's go. Make some noise, y'all.
Hey, but we did cover some NFL. We did cover a little bit of the schedule, mostly Bolts. But, man, it's been great out here at the SD Podcast. So, RM, thanks again, man, for chipping in and
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
and helping us out, dude, covering the fucking Bolts. It was awesome. Great episode. Do you want to chime in, Mr. Smoke, and give a couple of last shout-outs before we roll out of here?
Yeah, dude, shout out all our unofficial sponsors, Vista Village Pub, the draft, the Front Wave Arena, everybody else we get our notes from on Instagram. I appreciate you guys for taking the time and letting us, pick your brains. I'm super excited for the sweep of the Mariners coming up and the ass whooping we're going to give the Blue Jays. I'm ready for next week already.
Yeah, man, I'm super stoked, super thrilled to watch these games come to fruition out here for the Padres. And not gonna lie, dude, talking to RM, I'm starting to get a little excited for some NFL, dude. Schedule just got dropped, and practice starts in a couple of weeks. So it's
We ain't that far away from the season.
yeah, dude. It's gonna come together pretty soon, dude. Preseason pulling up, probably end of July, early August. Only a month away, baby. So we'll see where we're at. But until then, we will see you guys next week. We gotta get up out of here. But we appreciate everybody who tuned in to the SD Podcast. We appreciate RM dropping by and saying what's up, talking some boats, talking Padres, talking soccer, talking boxing, talking nothing but local SoCal sports.
I'm so
Run it.
sorry. Well, let me just the last second. Speaking of boxing, they just announced that Lamont Roach is going to rematch Gervonta Davis because that last fight was a draw. They're going to rematch in August. So that was a draw, but Gervonta Davis lost that fight, bro. He took a fucking knee. And then and then if you slow down that combo that he took a knee, he got hit in the eye. And then so he took a knee and then was rubbing his eye. So he technically lost that. He should have lost that fight. And honestly, I'm a fan of Gervonta too. You know what I mean? But honestly,
When you lose, you lose.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. Like, I thought he was gonna whoop Lamont Roach's ass, bro. I'm gonna be straight up. But Lamont Roach came in there. Yeah, Lamont Roach whooped that fool's ass, and
Danny Garcia
it's
was
because
gonna do damage.
it's because Lamont Roach, he moved up in weight. I believe that's his true weight now. You know what I mean? But I believe in the rematch. I feel Lamont Roach will actually get the solidified win, and because Gervonta Davis has been saying that he's been pretty much like kind of like tired of boxing already. So I don't think he's in it, but we'll see what happens in August. I think they just announced the rematch. So that's going to be an exciting fight.
Stay tuned in August.
That'll be an exciting fight. Alexander Usyk versus Dubois should be a really exciting fight for the undisputed heavyweight title, where Usyk puts his titles on the line against Dubois. And there was also that they fought before, right before Usyk went and fought Tyson. They fought before, and then there was that big controversy of Dubois hitting him in the nuts below the belt.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And then Usyk ended up knocking him out
like a
after.
thin fuck,
Yeah.
yeah.
And there was that big controversy where they didn't count, or they counted it as a nut shot and not a knockdown or whatever.
Yeah.
And so and then Usyk ended up knocking him out with a jab. So this rematch is going to be good because Usyk said he
On
only
the same card?
no, it's gonna
Oh, I
be
was
different.
about to
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
that'd be fucking monster.
that's gonna be crazy. So that should be a good fight. I do believe Usyk dominates that fool. I believe Usyk and Bivol are probably the best boxers in the world right now, in my opinion. I think there's no one can fuck with them in their divisions. What else is some good fights coming up? Crawford Canelo. I would look forward to that a lot more if Crawford if they fought at a better weight, because Crawford now is going to move up to 68. When Crawford is a really good fighter, and he's one of my favorites right now. And I'm going for Crawford to win, but I believe it's going to be difficult for Crawford to win because I don't believe he's going to be used to the weight at 68. Canelo is 68. You know what I mean? He's used to taking the hits at 68 and 75, you know what I mean, and knocking fools out at 68. Crawford moved up from 147 to 154, fought that Russian guy at 154, and didn't look that great at 154. And now he's going to skip 160 after one fight at 154 where he didn't look spectacular and go to 168 and fight Canelo for the undisputed belts. Listen, if anybody could do it, it could be Crawford, but
It's almost like one of those situations where a fighter just says yes for a fight because it's such a big name fight.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
he may not be too successful.
Weights do make a difference, and if someone's not used to the weight that they have on their body,
It's gonna take
it's gonna affect you. You know what I mean? Like,
stamina, strength.
yeah, it's gonna affect them. You know what I mean? Or affect anybody, really. You know what I mean? I feel like Usyk did it the smartest. When Usyk moved up, he won all the belts at cruiserweight, 190, and then when he moved up to heavyweight, he had like 3 or 4 fights of just some random ass fools before he went and fought a top 10 guy, just to get used to the weight on him. You know what I mean?
Smart.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you add that extra 30 pounds, you know what I mean? 20 pounds.
He can't bounce around for 12 rounds.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It makes a difference. I still believe it will be a good fight, but I think probably Canelo will win because that weight is going to make a difference. I know Crawford has a longer reach. I know Crawford is taller. You know what I mean? But it's a weight thing. You know what I mean? And I believe that Canelo's never been knocked out or knocked down, by fools at every single weight that he's fought at. You know what I mean? And 75 is a big weight class too, and he took the shots at 75. Like, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be a good fight. That'll be a good fight too. What else is some good fights? I'm waiting for Bivol to fight again. I don't know if they're gonna do a trilogy with Better Beef, or Benavidez needs to be fighting Canelo. What's going on?
That's a sad fight, bro. You know damn
That
well
would be
Benavidez is gonna lose.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. Did you see that fight where he fought this Cuban kid?
The one at 75.
He looked like trash.
Honestly, it was a back and forth. But Benavidez moved up to 75 because even though he's been number one contender at 68 for like 3 years, Canelo won't fight him. And I believe that's where it's kind of messed up. It's like if you earned the number one contender, the champion, you should be fighting regardless. I know Canelo's a legend. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like Canelo's not a bitch. Canelo's not a pussy. Canelo's a fighter.
He's smart,
You
bro.
know what I mean? Canelo he's a legend. He's a boxing legend. Straight up. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? Like, I do believe that Benavidez has a really good shot at 68 of dethroning Canelo just because he's younger. And Canelo's kind of getting to that point where it's like, he wants big fights and he just wants to take
Wants
out
money
like some
now,
money.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Floyd Mayweather did the same shit. Everybody does the same shit. You know what I mean? But we'll see.
Yeah, now Benavidez Canelo coming to you guys 2026, the farewell tour for Canelo because he's only got a couple more matches in the ring. No, 100%, bro. That's the insight that I know, but don't quote me.
Because everybody's like every fighter's like time is different. You know what I mean? Like Canelo's dominated boxing for how many years?
He
10
doesn't
years?
need to prove
No,
himself.
probably
He
the
proved
last
everything
4
he had to.
years,
Yeah, probably
easy.
Like 4, 6, something like that years.
Yeah, so
like-
Canelo's solid, dude.
Everybody has
what-
their runs.
I'm so sorry.
Run
I know
it.
you guys want to end.
Run
My,
it,
my
run it,
bad.
run
We're
it.
on the boxing subject. My bad. My bad. Manny Pacquiao coming back to fight Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight title. I'm actually very upset about this.
I don't think he's gonna. I think he's way past his prime.
I'm very upset. By the time he fights, he's gonna be 47 or 48 this year. And last time he fought an actual like real like boxer like Ugas, he said that his legs gave out after the 5th round. He didn't get knocked out, but he got whooped on. And Prime Pacquiao destroys Ugas. Prime Pacquiao will destroy Barrios.
I mean, you
like
know
it's
how
nothing.
it is. You watch Rocky,
But-
you see
but-
Tyson.
yeah,
they want to try. They want to see if they still got it.
Yeah,
and they
and,
don't.
and he's gonna. I'm.
You see tarnish his
I'm
legacy. Don't say it.
no, never will.
Oh, I was
No,
gonna
he's
say
the
it.
only 8 division champion. You know, he's top 5 all time in my opinion. I think he's top 3 welterweight of all time, ever in history of welterweights in boxing. But I think it's like him, Roberto Duran, and like Sugar Ray Leonard. You know what I mean? In my opinion, at 147. So I'm a little upset about that because Pacquiao did fight an exhibition fight in Japan against a Japanese boxer, a young guy. He was like 25, and Pacquiao did look good against that fool, but he was kind of like he was a professional. He was a champion kickboxer, but Pacquiao did look pretty good in the exhibition. Not gonna lie, he looked like he packed some power still, but it's gonna be a 12-round title fight. You know what I mean? Against a young guy. Barrios hits hard. You know what I mean?
Those are the ones you know that they're probably not going to go 12 rounds.
But you know,
just
he
cause
does-
just because age. You know.
no,
you
yeah,
know?
the age it
Father
it
time
hurts.
catches up
You
with
know what I mean?
everybody.
It sucks. It sucks. And honestly, I think it's because so much good that he does for his country. I hope he's not going broke. You know what I mean? Because all the good that he does, I hope he's not going broke.
That's a big fan talk. That's inside.
You know what I
shit,
mean?
though,
Like,
you know?
he
is-
does-
He's like,
he
like
puts-
the unofficial like president of his
Pretty
country.
much. Like he's
Yeah.
a senator. He ran for president. He's building homes over there. He gives people money over there in the Philippines. He's really like he puts a lot of money in his country. You know what I mean? So I hope it's not a thing where he's coming back because he's broke for a payday. That just like it's like every fighter does. You know what I mean? Like they'll come back.
You know
You know,
the story. You know
what I
the-
mean?
but it
Like,
sucks.
and
It's-
that's what
the story.
hurts. You know what I mean? Growing up watching Manny. So
Hey,
we'll see what happens.
as long as he doesn't fight the Paul brothers, I think we should be all right.
Yeah.
They're not even worth our.
Oh
Also,
man,
before we close, I want to say happy birthday, X Factor. Let's go, baby.
let's go, man! And once again, big shout out to our boy Arm the Poet, bringing in a little bit of the boxing that we much love and need out here at the SD Podcast, bringing in the football side with the Bolts. And I hope you guys enjoyed this whole entire episode a little bit more than we used to, but it's all right, man. Usually when we have guests, yeah, it's a little bit harder to gauge. But we do have to get up out of here. Thanks again to everybody who commented, everybody who joined in, and everybody who's still sticking around and sharing the clip for the raffle. Once again, big shout out to the boy Arm the Poet for joining us. To be continued in August, right before football, right before the great matches in boxing come around. A lot of cool things to talk about in the future. But until then, we will catch you next time. Don't forget, this is the SD Podcast. We'll see you then. LFGSD, baby.
Let's go.